Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're ready now for the anthems.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
So off we go then. Tries one from range. Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
I don't think anyone's really surprised that he's tried that, Peter. He's certainly confident in smacking one from range.
Looking to play him in. He's in plenty of space here. And a header!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. So we're still where we started right now. He shifted it to the flank. Nice bit of trickery. Nice control. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And the shot! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he was quick to react. That's really well manoeuvred. Spread to the right. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And the counter is on. Spread it left. That has not gone well.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Can he get on the end of this?
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the referee has blown for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Welcome our lads to the field.
So neither side yet off the mark.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And so the action is resumed.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
He's going for goal! Oh, that's a key interception. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Now here's the delivery. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And that's a throw-in. The United States can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, it's an interesting move, this, Peter. It just gives opposition defences a very different challenge.
That looks a good ball through. He's in a great position here. He's got away. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
The United States perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
He's a sharp little ball here. It's a promising position. Oh, he's been flattened there. Referee has just said play on.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He has found the way through. That is great defending, so alert. And now the breakaway. So that means another 30 minutes football. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
Children's announcement.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner, and extra time is next.
Substitution for United States. Number 21, number 10, number
No
4,
winner in 90,
coming on the
30
field,
more to come.
Number 24, number 7, number 15. Substitution.
Just eases him off the ball. Now, can they get him away? And he's managed to get rid. It's a throw-in. The United States can make their change now with a break in play.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Coming on the field is number 6.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Has crossed into the middle. Impressive jump. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
So just 15 minutes still to come.
A quick announcement today that memorabilia
Halfway through extra time, and still we are deadlocked. Is it time for a hero to step up and to grab the headlines here? Well, we are already up and running again. It's been cagey for this long. Will the last 15 minutes be any different? Guinea are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Can he finish? Incredible! Just incredible! A breakthrough so late in the day! There was to be only one outcome.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Number 26.
The United States are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. He's found space here.
The United States nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
The United States close now to seeing this one through to the end.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter, and he's running through. And it's made its way to him. He's shifting through the shot, surely! And he hits the net. They have stolen level at the last. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Two sides absolutely inseparable, and we know what's coming. The United States tie it up just about.
I had a feeling this might end goalless, with everyone pretty much running themselves to a standstill. These players certainly have done their part in making it an enthralling encounter.
A brief rest, and then it will be time to refocus. An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. And he duly obliges.
That's the example they will want to follow.
One-one. So both teams on the board. So on to the second man. with absolute accuracy.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
No! Denied remarkably! Oh, keeper looked very big there.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
The United States with the chance to go 2 up. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outsteered him there, which gave him the edge.
We're on to number 3 here. Oh, the upright and back out.
He didn't need to cut things so finely.
The United States are putting real pressure on here if they put this away. Of course, the lead now is 2.
Well, this is effectively a very welcome cushion, Peter.
Guinea have to score. What poise! What noise!
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Oh, he's won it all right. So in the end, they just about prevailed. All the emotional torture and travails, worth it in the end. So, Jim, quite a game. Decided in the end, in the only way it could have been.
The United States definitely had to take the scenic route, but I don't think they'll be complaining too much. Their sense of purpose and overall approach to the game just gave them a slight edge that enabled them to pull through.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We stand for the national anthem of France. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out the very talented Michael Elise here. We love his creativity and his ability to drift inside and find a little bit of space and then do serious damage. But potential was always in his game from a very young age, and he's realising that potential now, and he really is growing into something quite devastating.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Things already rolling. And can he finish? And he gets rid in a hurry. And it's Dembele.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And the shot! Goal! France! Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Après 14 minutes de jeu par
France make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Saliba. France already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Olise threads one in. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And he's had it nicked away.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
There's the shot! And he's stuck it away! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
après 28 minutes de jeu par le numéro 8.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, that certainly raised the temperature in here, and both sides are looking to up their game accordingly.
Now it's Olise. Lovely bit of skill. Cherki! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Cherki really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Chouameni. Cherki. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Always goal side. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Olise. Nicely weighted ball. No, that's been intercepted. And we've reached half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
France are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So straight into the second half.
France have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And here's Dembele. Oh, such a clever touch. Aimed beyond the defence. Takes a shot! There it is!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
France leading now.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Hernandez. So we've reached the hour mark. Tries to play it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And it's Conte. He's had a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Cherki is offering a right smile there.
Le numéro 26.
Well, the first goal came from this.
Le
Olise
numéro 24.
moves short. Forced to go back. And he shoots! No, just not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Conte. Now it's Chouameni. That has been slung wide. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 10. Le numéro 11. À leur place.
This is
le numéro
Dembele.
21. Le numéro
Great
19.
chance!
Attention, changement.
And he's really put himself on the line here. France have their third corner. Oh, good climb!
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. So we have further activity on the bench here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Just 5 minutes left. Spread out to the left. And now the breakaway.
Il y aura 6 minutes de temps additionnel.
And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Nicely spread. Now he's off and running. It's gone out for a throw-in. So a bit of a revolving door here.
Changement en cours.
Lots and lots of changes. So time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
And the referee brings it to a close. France proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Hernandez, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now. Up towards chance! And one more try! It's run, and it's come back out to him. Goal, Italy! And what a start!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Retegi gets on his bike and on the move. Now he's off and running. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And it's Bellanova. Tonali. Locatelli, spread out to the left. And he shoots! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Italy already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Keane. Bellanova. And a chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Italy with the corner, they're first. Towering header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Mancini. Tries to play it through. Castanos.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Barella. Now it's Retegi! Goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So that's two now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Barella. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's managed to get free. Goes for a shot! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And that's a throw-in. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Italy are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. The second half is up and running. He's had a shot! And it's there! It's all becoming so easy. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Italy find a position of real strength now. That's going wide left. Calafiori. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Retegui being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least
He'll try from distance! It's anyone's ball now. And that is great goalkeeping.
Retegui probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
DiMarco. He's going for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Shot could be on. Chance for a shot! And how did he not make it four?
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 14.
all he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that is well cleared. That is good strength. Italy are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Space for him to turn and look. Takes aim and... Oh, great leap! And no mistake. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Numero 8. Sostituzione per
So
l'Italia.
could they be onto something here?
Numero 7.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Attenzione, una
Raspadori.
sostituzione.
Esposito. Floated through. This looks promising.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Calafiori did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Barella. Esposito.
Il quarto uomo indica 6 minuti di recupero.
So, what can they make of this? Shoots! That is delicious! He's got himself an absolute peach. Deep into injury time!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So here comes a substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Cyprus give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. And time is up. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. No foul, says the referee.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Kubasi. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, a player that's very much moulded in the role of the traditional Spanish number 5 is Rodri. He certainly has the sort of physique that would allow him to do the job. He has both the muscle and the brains to provide the creative and defensive support whenever necessary.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Pedri. And it's Rodri.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And he plays one through. Oh, now, oh, just a keeper now! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And he's straight offside. Rodri. It's Pedri. Yamal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's made its way to him. He's had it taken off him. It's going wide left. Williams. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Pedri. And here's Yamal. Oh, that's nice. Picked up, shapes to shoot! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
No surprise there. Can't be hesitant in those moments, Peter. Just allowed the defence to regroup and stop the attack.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. And he's been shifted off it. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well, and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. The second half is up and running.
Spain clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Nico Williams. Strong running down that left flank. That's good play. Fabian Ruiz. And here's Pedri. And the shot's on. Morata! No, just not quite.
Morata certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Can he get on the end of this? Not the most convincing of passes. Cleared away. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening. That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
And it's Pedri. In with the challenge.
Spain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Pedri. Spain are still in search of that breakthrough goal. Space for him to turn and look. Caught offside that time.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 7.
So we have movement on both benches.
El dorsal 11. El dorsal 19. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 21. El dorsal 22.
Now it's
el
Oyarzabal.
Cambio de jugadores.
And that was asking for too much.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Pedri tries to play it through. And the shot! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, is this it? Have they won it? A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Georgia really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
And that's it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Pedri taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly destined for stalemate, but then the ultimate smash and grab.
Spain really wanted this. I mean, look at those.